Hello and welcome to this special edition of Time Flies and Bonus Room Joint Podcast. I am your host, Dariel, alongside Stefan Lozano and Santiago Lozano. And we have two very special guests in the building. We got the Florida boys with us.
What up?
Island
boys.
Island boys.
Island boys.
Please don't loop us into that.
Gentlemen, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Terrible.
Did he play basketball in 1 hour?
Everybody's good. Everybody's straight.
No,
Yeah,
this,
right.
is this is the crossover of all crossovers, and
Big facts.
it's not going to be that fun.
This is
Look, I'm
Trent's
giving some
first
very
time on the
unbiased
pod,
takes right
too.
now. Unbiased, completely, 100% objective, Big J journalist, ready to give it to you.
All right, gentlemen. So for viewers and listeners, real quick, this episode is gonna be very simple. We're gonna get into all things basketball. We're gonna do playoff talk, give our takes, ideas, opinions, all that. So, gentlemen, you want to get right into it?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. So before we get into all that, we're gonna let our guy Santiago. We're gonna give him a minute or two to talk about the disappointment of the Lakers. And maybe where he sees the team going in the future. But let's give him a minute or two to get everything off his chest. Santiago, the floor is yours, my boy.
Okay. I just want to say the season was a roller coaster. Disappointed as a Laker fan. Feel a little bad for Frank Vogel. I don't think it was totally his fault. I think it was more upper management. LeBron made the choices at the end of the day. And Westbrook, he couldn't play. He had the worst season statistically in his year, and we made a bad bet. Their organization made a bad bet. We were going to get Buddy Hield and possibly DeMar DeRozan, and we went the other way. We went sideways, and we bet on black. It hit 0-0 green, and we got blown up. We didn't play no defense. Last year, there's people that couldn't shoot. We're like, we don't have shooters. We don't have dogs. We can't go up. It's only AD and LeBron. We only have defense. We traded all our defense players away, and we got shooters, but now no one's playing defense. So I'm hopeful. I've been here before. We got to get it together next year. My personal opinion is that we're going to keep LeBron. Obviously, he's going to play out his last year. We're probably going to keep AD. I really want to see AD when he's healthy. Like, I know he's street clothes most of the time, and it's sad. I feel bad for the kid because he could go down in history as like having that one chip and having that one shiny moment, and that's it.
Trent, your face.
And I want to see AD be healthy. So I think we're going to keep both of those guys and try to build pieces around them. There's rumors that we might get Nick Nurse. That Nick Nurse is kind of interested in the job. I like Nick Nurse. He's done a great job in Toronto, and I think he's peaked there because he's going to get wiped out by the Sixers. So that's what we got looking forward. Westbrook, we're going to try to move his contract because there's a lot of teams that want that contract because it's dead. I think it's $46 million. So we're going to possibly move him, but if not, keep him. But I'm sad. I really thought we were going to make the 10th seed and play the Clippers in the play-in. We're all looking forward to that. But ever since after the All-Star break, we just fell apart. I was wrong. We couldn't play defense. And it's not just Westbrook's fault. I don't want people just blaming Westbrook. Yeah, Westbrook was a huge part, but it was just not Westbrook. But I ride and die with my team. We're going to have to look into next year. And you know what? If LeBron leaves, doesn't re-sign with us, I'm kind of glad because seeing Brandon Ingram, Larry Nance Jr., like these guys we traded away to get AD, is like, man, these guys are – Brandon Ingram's a star. He's been a star, but he just showed everyone when he beat the Clippers in their own home. Like, that guy's a beast, man. And
KD.
So yeah, man. So the Lakers, you guys, I was wrong. I really thought we were going to make playoffs. We got embarrassed. We'll see one more year with LeBron and we'll go from there.
Westbrook is awful. And also this is the thing, like you brought up a point where like, it's not all Westbrook's fault, and that's true, but it's not just having Westbrook on your team. It's what you gave up to have Westbrook, because in getting Westbrook, you sacrifice the shooting element of your team. It's not even like bench players or things like that. Like, you sacrifice your ability to stretch the floor the moment you signed Westbrook. And that's what screwed you guys.
And our defense. Yeah, we did. So we gave up a lot for Westbrook, and we got burned. We should have went with Buddy Hield and try to get DeMar DeRozan, because DeMar DeRozan hit Magic up. Hey, I want to be a Laker. And then Magic hit Pelinka up, and I guess it never fell through. So, yeah, man, we'll see.
All right. So that's it for the Lakers. They don't deserve any more analysis. Let's move on to the other.
Hey, I like your Laker jersey in the back, though. Big up.
Wait,
Back. No, that's vintage Nick Van Exel. You heard?
Yeah, I know.
Vintage.
I
So
saw
let's move on to the
Wait,
other.
hold on. Before we do,
Go ahead,
what's the
Reed.
motto?
Well, I just don't acknowledge irrelevant teams like the Lakers. But if I did, I'd point out they're an embarrassment to basketball and a joke to my franchise. But because I'm not going to acknowledge teams that are like 15 or 16 games below 500 and think they deserve any airtime, I won't acknowledge them. So I'm just not going to say anything.
Let's move on to the other Los Angeles team. Stefan Lozano, a diehard Clipper fan. Just give us your brief analysis.
I was
of
at
the
that
Clipper
game,
season.
man. I was at that game.
Oh, jeez, that's even worse.
It's
I hurt
okay.
feelings.
It was a wash. It was a wash here. It's okay. Like, we didn't have Kawhi all season, and PG was out for like 50 plus games. And of course, he gets COVID on the day of the game. So
Wear a mask, PG.
I thought he
Dude,
just stays
yeah.
home and plays video games. I don't know how he got COVID. So
Steph, y'all should have won that game.
no,
That's
they
also
should have. They
sounds
still should have
incredible.
won that game, even with without
Yes.
PG and without Kawhi.
Yes.
But I mean, Brandon Ingram, he's like coming into his own, and I just think when they need a player to go get a bucket in the fourth quarter, and they didn't have that player. It should have been Reggie Jackson, but Reggie Jackson, I think he just got tight. And I mean, who else is gonna do that? Nick Batum, Terrence Mann. I love Terrence Mann, but he didn't show up at all these last two games. He had like 2 points.
And he's not a bucket getter. Like, that's not his game.
He can be, though. He did against Utah in game 6 last season. He got he had like 30 something points, and he was the one who led the comeback. Like,
Yeah, but
so,
he's still such a young player. Like, maybe he could be that down the line, but like at this point in his
25.
career, you go like, I need a bucket. Who am I going to go to? Your first answer isn't Terrence Mann.
no, it's
Facts.
not. But it's like I've seen him do it, and so it's like when it's not Reggie or it's not Marcus Morris, like I just feel
Marcus Morris needs to chill. Like, he thinks he's Jordan in those kind of moments, and it's like
I mean,
dude,
he was
like, you're
carrying us.
not it, bro.
He was carrying us in the first half. He was the only one making threes. He was the only one like getting his own shot. And then second half, he kind of faded. So it's just like I put the whole thing on the team because we're still more talented than the Pelicans, even without those guys. But
Yep.
like I said, when it came down, we needed someone to get a bucket because they were coming up on us, and it was like a tie game. All of them were tight, so no one wanted. Everyone just stood around the perimeter and waited for somebody to do something. So, but it's okay. It was a house money year anyway. Even if we would have won and we would have played like Memphis or the Suns, that's a first round exit for.
You
Yeah,
guys did a
yeah,
good job of getting
that
back
would've
in that
played
game in the
Phoenix.
first place. You were down what, like 10,
We were down like
12?
I think 15.
Something like that.
We were down 15, and then third quarter we had a big run, and then fourth quarter, I don't know. Just everyone got tight. No one wanted to take a shot. No one wanted. It was just Reggie bouncing the ball, looking for someone to get a screen, and no one was doing it. And so, but it's okay. It's next year or nothing though, because this Kawhi PG experiment, it's all the pressure's on for next season. If they don't get it, if they don't get it to the finals next season, I just say blow it up. At that point.
I'm gonna kill Kawhi and PG, bro. I'm gonna get on the podcast, and I'm gonna, if they don't make it to the finals,
I'll be doing it
it's
with
a
you.
wrap, dog.
I'll be doing it.
It's a wrap, dog. It's a wrap. I'm gonna be on this podcast just fucking like annihilating them. The way I annihilate Lakers season this team with Santiago, I'm gonna annihilate PG and Kawhi next season if they don't fucking
All
make
right,
it to the finals.
we'll do it together because this is year 4. Kawhi got hurt last season. All right, cool. We've been out all season. PG should be cure of COVID, and whatever's wrong with his elbow should be fine. Luke Kennard, disappointing ass motherfucker. He should just play through his hamstring injury, bro. That's
That's what happens when you get a Duke guy, dude. Duke guys just let you down when you need them most.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, bro, you got to be able to play through an injury, and especially a hamstring. Like, bro, just stretch.
Bro, some hamstring injuries are like legit, bro. They're pretty bad.
But he
hamstring
played
injuries are really
Sunday.
bad.
I was at the game Sunday when they played against the Thunder, and he looked fine. So I don't
Sports
know,
science
man.
expert Stefan Lozano for you guys.
I'm just
Right,
saying, bro.
right.
You can play through until that shit like tears. But I don't think that thing was about to tear. He was
Kobe
playing Sunday.
and Jordan would have played, but not Luke Kennard. See?
Yeah, it's not Luke Kennard plays defense. Well, anyway, so everyone should be healthy next season. They have a great roster full of depth. So next season, and injuries, like I don't care about injuries. Like you gotta at least make it to the finals next season.
Now it's time to get into the shits. Let's do it. Let's do it. So you guys want to start off in the Western Conference or you want to start off in the East?
Let's start in the West because there's a lot less to talk about, I think, in the West than the East.
All right, true. So we're going to start off in the West, and we're going to start off with the 1-8 matchup. We got the Phoenix Suns and the New Orleans Pelicans. Let's switch it up this time. My man, Stefan Lozano, who you got? And how many games? And just give us your thoughts and ideas.
Suns in 5. Pelicans are good. They're not that good. Brandon Ingram, he's a beast. He's like a mini KD. That guy, like, he plays exactly like Kevin Durant. I was watching him. I was like, this guy plays exactly like KD. Tall, lengthy, can shoot over anyone because he's tall and has a huge reach. And I'm only giving him 1 because, like, I like New Orleans. I like that city. But nah, it's the Phoenix Suns, barring like injury from Chris Paul, which seems to happen every season besides last.
Oh my God.
That was my hope. If like
he had an injury last season.
Did he? In the playoffs?
In the postseason,
yeah, in the finals, he fucked up like his neck or something.
Oh, yeah. But he came back though, right? He didn't.
He played through it, but he wasn't himself.
Yeah. So Suns should take care of business in 5.
Alrighty, Santiago, who you got, my boy?
Yeah, I got Suns probably going to sweep, but I'll give Pelicans 1 game because I like Brandon Ingram. I like CJ McCollum. And I like their coach, man. I think they found their coach.
Willie Green. Good for him, man.
Yeah, man.
Ex-Clipper.
Hey, there you go. Ex-Clipper. I think the team really rallies around him. They listen to him. And I like the way they play. It's interesting. Larry Nance Jr., by the way, like that team got some pieces, man. So
Yo, rep your Lakers, ex-Laker, Larry Nance Jr.
Yeah. Brandon, that's an ex-Laker team. That's a young Laker team. So
there were like 3 Laker fans at the game on Friday with fucking Brandon Ingram jerseys, just like cheering hard as fuck for the Pelicans. I'm like, you guys are the biggest haters, bro.
I know. I told Stefan there was a guy on sideline.
Yeah, I saw him right courtside. There's another dude in front of me, and then there's another guy behind me. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
I was like, Brandon Ingram, we miss him, man.
That's
the only piece. That's the only piece I don't want to give away. Like I said, we could give away everyone else, but I want to keep Brandon Ingram. And we gave him away, man. But we still got a chip out of it. So what can you say? But yeah, man, Pelicans might get 1 game, but they might honestly – the Suns are on a mission, you guys, and they're scary. They're not fucking around this year. So the Suns – I'm going to say that Suns are going to sweep them. That's what I'm saying. That's it.
Zion was at the game too, looking all fat and shit.
Yeah, that guy, he went to
he was walking around and like,
oh my God.
He went to In-N-Out after, he said.
Bro, he was in a hot dog.
He was there before and after every single game is what my man's doing. He puts down those burgers with the best of them.
What's wrong with Zion? Why can't he? He has the best trainers. He eats the best food in the world. What's his like? Is his mental?
He likes to eat.
He doesn't. Go ahead, Trent.
Yeah, man likes to eat, and he's just like, you know what? I could be an NBA superstar, but why would I do that when I can just pound this McDonald's before and after every single game? And that leads to his injuries because he's so freaking heavy that, like, when your man, like, is that explosive, like, you're putting that much stress on the body and you do the things that he does. Like, bro, take your nutrition seriously. Get a fucking personal trainer and drop 20 pounds. Like, I don't know why. I don't understand the Zion thing. It's like, honestly, blatantly disrespectful to the entire city of New Orleans.
His injury is a foot injury because, like, so he obviously should be in better shape, but like foot injuries are one of those things where like doing cardio is really difficult. I mean, now we see him dunking and all that, so like clearly he's healthy enough to be in good shape.
No, but he can't play in games.
Like the peak of the injury, I do somewhat understand it. Not excusing it, but I understand it.
Well, the thing is, as well, is like we got to remember Zion is super young. Like Trent and Reed 100% agree with you. Like he needs to really dial down on his eating and learn how to eat, get a nutritionist. But he's super young. He doesn't know how to be an NBA player. But on top of that, I remember hearing something crazy. I remember hearing that the New Orleans Pelicans, they're sharing the training and medical staff with the New Orleans Saints. Like they don't even have their own shit.
Yeah, owners don't give a shit about the Pelicans. Like they own them because no one else wanted to own the team. But this, honestly, like, I mean, there's also the rumors that like Zion wants out of New Orleans and that he's not taking it seriously because of that. Like, I'm not worried about his ability to stay in NBA shape, because I think if he is healthy enough to play, then he'll be like Harden, where like he'll balloon up in the off season and then come the regular season, he'll slim down into the game shape he needs to be. So like his career may be shorter than others, but like for the 22 to 30 range where like your body can still recover quickly and you can get away with eating maybe not as well as others, like As long as he's not injured, I think he'll be fine.
Yo,
we'll
Dario,
see.
it's not New Orleans, it's New Orleans.
It's
New
Nolans.
New
It's
Orleans.
Nolans.
Yeah,
Nolans.
yeah. That's when
Nolans.
I used to do the same thing until you went there. They're like, nah, don't. That's not how you say it. It's New
It's
Orleans.
Nolans.
And I was like, okay.
Hey, you know, Trey
don't-
might be
don't
right
beat me
about
up.
the Duke players because now that I think about it, all these Duke players are fuck ups.
Dude, the best Duke player in the NBA is like Grant Hill. Like that's the most accomplished.
That's
Well,
Kyrie.
no, Jason Tatum, right? Didn't he go to Duke?
Kyrie.
Okay, well, I mean, he could be, but I'm saying like, yeah, he went there, but he's what 4 or 5 years into his career. Like maybe at the end he could be, but also
Kyrie don't count.
Bro,
Wait,
I'm a
did
Jason
Tatum went to
truther.
Duke?
What?
Yeah, he did. Tatum went to
No.
Duke and Kyrie went to Duke. Kyrie went to Duke and he
Kyrie
ended up
played,
playing
like,
in the season
6
for like
games
10
with
games.
Duke, bro.
Yeah. And Duke.
You still
I
can't
don't
trust
That
count.
doesn't even
Kyrie. Well,
count.
Kyrie be acting all crazy. But like if you think about JJ Redick, Corey Maggette, fucking Zion Williamson, Luke Kennard now.
They
A lot of
got a laundry list of NBA players. But let's focus back on the playoffs. Reed, you're up, my guy. Phoenix and Pelicans. Who you got?
Phoenix and 4. There's no other. I mean, there's nothing else to discuss about this series. Phoenix and 4. Move on.
Yikes. Trent, you're up.
Yeah, Phoenix and 4. I have a fun stat for everyone. The Pelicans were 36 and 46 this year, and they're going against the Suns, who were 64 and 18 and had the best record in the league. The Pelicans don't belong in the playoffs. They wouldn't have made the playoffs if the play-in games weren't a thing. They're not a playoff team. The Suns might be the best team in the league. This will be.
Yeah, Phoenix and Pelicans. I'm actually with, I believe, Santiago. No. I think Stefan said 5. I'm with Stefan. 5 games. Stefan, sorry, buddy. 5 games. And Steph, fuck it. And then Pelicans, they're gonna win game 3. They're gonna win game 3 at New Orleans, whatever. Yeah, they're fucking me up, man.
There you go.
No.
New Orleans.
Hey, don't get flustered, bro. Come on.
New
Don't get
Orleans,
flustered.
fuck it, I don't care. New Orleans is gonna win game 3. They're gonna get that energy in the crowd, so that's why they're gonna have one game. Phoenix is gonna blow past them, crazy. So, all right, cool. We all gave the take for 1-8 matchup. We're gonna move on to the 4 and 5. Very interesting matchup. We got the Dallas Mavericks versus the 5th seeded Utah Jazz. Let's go with Reed. You'll be first up, my boy.
I think I'm gonna go with the Jazz. I know everyone loves the Mavs and Luka is incredible, but I just think like the Mavericks to me are a lot like the Nets in that it's like first one to 130 wins and they don't play any defense. I think the Jazz are just gonna give them too many problems on the defensive side of the ball, and I think they'll be able to at least keep up with them offensively. So I think it's fairly quick. I don't think it goes 7 games. I'm going to say Jazz 4 games to 2.
All right, Santiago, what you got?
I'm going Dallas, man. They got the secret weapon, Luka. Luka is gonna.
Do you know what happened to Luka?
He's not
Oh,
playing today.
He's not right.
No.
Yeah, it's like, what is it, like a calf strain or hamstring strain, something like
Yeah,
that?
but he's not out for the series, though, right?
No,
Yeah,
he's just
looks-
not for game 1. He should be in for the series.
Yeah. So I still think they could pull the upset. The Jazz, man, I've seen them my whole life. They don't do shit. You know, that's always smoke every year. So it's like, even I'm just sick of the Jazz, but you know, I feel bad. But I think Luka, if he's healthy, he could do some things, and he's their secret weapon, and then he could pull it away. But it might go 7 games. You never know.
Is
But it might-
Luka their secret weapon if he's the only one on that team that can score?
They
He's
got
not the only
Dinwiddie.
one. Yeah, he's not the only one. He's just their high scorer. He's a star, right? You don't think he's the only one that he could score, Reed? Honestly,
I think he's the only real threat on that team.
Which doesn't make him a secret weapon.
Right.
Wow.
But Luka can carry a team. Like,
Semantics,
weapon.
baby, semantics.
Can he?
yeah, he can.
Yeah.
Has he
you
gone out
can't, you
of first
can't carry
round
him
playoffs?
past it. I mean, he can't carry him past the Clippers, but I mean,
I think he can carry.
can
a team
Donovan
if
Mitchell
he's-
carry a team?
No, but Donovan Mitchell's not on Luka's level. But Luka
And he
doesn't
doesn't
Well,
need to
either.
carry
exactly.
a
So
team.
it's like, who does Utah have other than Donovan Mitchell who can really get their own shot?
I mean, Rudy Gobert on defense, but
Yeah, but Rudy Gobert's a
Mike Conley
he's a
is solid
pussy.
too, isn't he?
Yeah, I
on
was
the
gonna say
Jazz?
Mike Conley.
Mike Conley. Sub.
All right.
But that's like the same as Spencer Dinwiddie, you know? Like, there's like the same kind of player.
I think he's a little bit better than Dinwiddie, but I hear your point.
I mean, to me, I think it's going to be Dallas in 6 if Luka plays. If he's out for another few games, I would say Utah, but
Yeah.
Utah's not that good of a team, bro. Like, they're not that good of a team.
But
So-
we're acting like Dallas is. They're not. They're just Luka. Like that's it. That's the whole team.
They're good enough to get past the first round.
Facts.
And then get bounced by Phoenix.
I think so is Utah. Like Utah's not a great team, but like they're good enough to win a playoff series against Dallas team that has Luka and no one else, and he'll probably miss the first game, if not the first two. Like I don't understand why everyone's writing off Utah.
Dude, what everyone's forgetting is that Utah is absolutely filthy for a round or two in the playoffs, and then they see their way out. Like people will be like, "Oh, could the Jazz win the title this year?" And then so in the first round they'll kill it. Then they play a real team. It's like, ooh,
they get bounced in the second. Yeah.
Same story with the Jazz.
I think this one goes 7. I'll take the Jazz, but I'd laugh my ass off if they found a way to lose again. So
I know, big facts. I got the Jazz in 6, and the reason why is because I think Luka's injury is actually a little bit more serious than they're letting on. I think it's a really bad calf strain, and just like Reed said, fucking besides Luka, who do they have? Dallas Dinwiddie's not really proven. Dwight Powell, I think his name is not proven. Like they have a lot of guys that aren't really proven.
No, they have Hardaway Jr. He's good.
Oh yeah, Hardaway.
Yeah,
he's great.
He's good for 10 or 12. Like that's about it.
Yeah, but I will say this, man. Like Utah is the biggest fucking joke in the league. Like they're a regular season team, man.
Wait.
Regular season team.
Daryl, the Lakers are the biggest joke in the league. To continue.
Facts. But yeah, Utah, man, they have a lot of pressure this season because if they don't make it far, I could easily see them losing in the second round, which probably is going to happen. But if they don't make it to like the conference finals, which I don't think is going to happen, they need to blow it up. They need to blow that shit up.
I think Mitchell should leave, go to a contender.
I think he will.
Come to Miami, baby.
But he just signed an extension, so they have to trade him. He literally just signed an extension last season. I guess
it literally doesn't matter. And NBA's climate today,
divas, bro.
The players could be like, I don't like the food, I'm leaving.
I hate the Utah Jazz.
And they say, I don't want to be here, trade me away, or I'm just not going to play very well for you. And then teams are kind of stuck. So they don't just be like, oh, I don't want to not re-sign in a year or two. They'll sign this fat contract at a massive extension. And because they're stars, some other team is going to trade for them.
Yeah, I just hate the Jazz name. Like, bro, there's nothing jazzy about Utah. Like, I know it comes from New Orleans.
The franchise started in New Orleans.
I understand, but change the name to like Mountaineers or something. Like, bro, like.
True.
All right, here, let's debate this topic then. What are we changing the Lakers' name to?
Why? We got lakes.
The Fakers.
The Lakers started in Minnesota because it's the state of 1,000 lakes or 10,000 lakes, whatever the fuck it is. That's how they got their name. And they moved to Los Angeles.
You never seen Echo Park? We got a lake out here. Stop playing.
We got a lake out here, guys.
I'm telling you right now, if the Clippers don't do anything next year,
here we go. I didn't even say anything. We bring the Clippers in for.
No, because
Clippers make sense. It's from a sailboat. There's a ton of sailboats in the marina.
That's right. So then change your name to the Inglewood Clippers since your stadium's gonna be over there.
Bro, relax.
Inglewood Clippers. That's all I want to know. So, hey, when I said secret weapon, I didn't mean secret weapon of Dallas Mavericks. I meant secret weapon of the league. I think Luka's an upcoming star. He's been an upcoming star, and if he stays healthy, he's gonna do some damage in the future years. And Luka is nice, and I don't care what no one says. He's special. That man is special. And
he's a top 5 player in my opinion.
They need to get him a legit 2. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't agree, Santi. I just think everyone's like he's not a secret weapon, right? I think
everyone knows about Luka.
I know what you're saying. He's just their guy, but I just think when you threw the secret out there, because I got what you were saying, but I think that's why Reed was like, hang on a second here.
Luka put up 50 a game against the Clippers the last 2 years in the playoffs, and I saw. I was like,
he did. Weren't you there for one?
Bro, I was there for multiple. Like, it
was, Santi saw him play the Lakers. He's like, this kid is good. I need to tell other people about him.
I've been seeing Luka since he came in the league, so relax.
Before we move on, Santi, go ahead. You're gonna finish.
No, I was just saying, Luka just has to stay healthy in his life, and he's gonna be really good.
Wasn't it you guys who picked the Dallas Mavericks over the Clippers last year in the first round? Wasn't it?
Oh yeah, you guys did.
Probably,
you did too, Santi. You were like, all I gotta say is Luka.
Yeah, hey.
Oh yeah,
Luka.
All right, before we move on to the next matchup, the last thing I want to talk about, which is Luka, and we kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, but are we sure Luka can carry a team? Because the last couple playoffs has only been one round. I don't know, man. It's getting a little iffy for me.
I don't think anyone can carry
I'm not sure that he can.
I don't think anyone can carry a team that doesn't have a legit 2 outside of like a LeBron James type freak athlete. But I think if you give like a Chris Middleton type to Luka, I think he can be a legit one that can carry a team.
True.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess. I don't know, man. I guess it depends on the number 2 that he gets, but whatever,
what do you mean
man.
by carry? Do you mean carry a team to a championship or carry them to a finals? Like, what do you mean?
I think it's going to be the guy to lead them to a championship, right?
Yeah.
Okay, to a championship. No.
Yeah. I think he can. I think that I would define someone as carrying a team like who can get their team to the finals. The team itself has to be great in order to win, but if you can carry your team to the finals, I think that's my definition anyway.
I think he can carry them past Utah and give Suns a run for their money. I don't think they beat the Suns. In today's NBA, everyone's squatted up, bro. Like,
I don't think they threaten the Suns in any way.
I thought the question was, will he be that guy? Like, I'm just saying no in his entire career. I'm just going to say no. He's never going to be able to do it. He'll never be the one on a championship team. I'm going to say that take, and I'm going to stand by it for the rest of my life.
No, he can't be the number 1 on the team. Like, even if you have like a solid number 2.
The rest of his career, he'll never be the number 1 guy on the championship team. I'm going to make that take, and I'm going to stand on it forever.
Are you talking about Luka?
Yeah, damn right.
I don't know about that one.
Luka Doncic. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. No one could carry a team in today's NBA though. Like Giannis, he carried the Bucks, but he still had Chris Middleton and he still had Drew Holiday. So it's like no one could do that.
Drew Holiday just came to the team like 2 seasons ago. Chris Middleton didn't develop until like his 4th year in the NBA. Giannis was carrying that team for a while.
Yeah, no, but
I think KD can. I think KD can carry that team. Yeah.
Dude,
they were a bucket away last year from beating the Bucks, and he was the only person on that team that was healthy.
But he wouldn't have beat the Suns.
Cook his ass, Cook his ass.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Well, maybe he does it this year then. Then I want to hear Brooklyn as a top pick because he has no excuses this season. He has everyone healthy.
First of all, KD would never carry a team because he always wants to squat up with the best in the world. So I'm tired of KD. You know, KD has so much to prove. And he's with Kyrie right now. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
Kyrie has not played like half of this season, if not more. And there's zero continuity in that lineup because of Kyrie. The bullshit going on in Brooklyn has been
KD picked him.
Yeah, KD picked him.
That's crazy.
KD could have came with Kawhi. Kawhi called him before he called.
Can we
Paul
save
George.
this talk for when we get to the East? We're getting way off topic.
Yeah. All right, next team.
All right, guys. So the next bracket, we got the 3rd seed Golden State Warriors versus the 6th seed Denver Nuggets. I'll go first. I actually have Golden State in 6. Kind of like we were saying earlier, Jokic just doesn't really have that much help. Jokic is gonna have to go bonkers and he's gonna have to go crazy in order to like just be competitive in this series. I am worried about because literally before last night, Steph, Clay, and Dre, they literally played 11 minutes this season. No, not even this season. The last 3 years, they've only played 11 minutes together, them 3 on the floor before last night, which is crazy to think of.
Clay's blew out his Achilles? Clay
his ACL and then his Achilles and back-to-back seasons.
ACL and Achilles. So,
bro, there's 3 guys in the league you don't have to worry about their continuity. I understand what you're saying. I think it's a solid point, but like they seem like they shake the rust off like that. Yeah,
but the thing is, Clay's been out for like 2.5 years. You don't just come back from the injuries and just snap it back. Steph played for the first time in like 3 weeks because of that foot small injury.
Right. Yeah, and he's always had like a history with ankle injuries. I know that's not this injury, but like I wonder if like the foot exacerbates the. I'm not a doctor or anything, but it just makes me worry about that aspect of his health.
Last night he only played, I believe, like 16 minutes, so he's still like trying to get his rhythm back into the game. Clay is not going to be Clay this season. Clay is going to it has to be like another full season in order to see old Clay.
And even then, we don't know.
Yeah, I got Golden State winning in 6 first round, but honestly, like I don't think that. We'll talk about the next round obviously later, but just for now, I got Golden State in 6, but I'm very cautious about that. Santiago, who you got for that matchup?
That's a 7-game series, I believe. I think Golden State comes out of it because of Clay and Draymond and Steph. That camaraderie they have together, the history they have together. I like Clay. Clay's one of my favorite shooters of all time. His dad's an ex-Laker. I listen to him on the radio all the time. So I think we'll see. Clay has a lot to show for this year because he's been hurt for like 2 years. But it's going to be Warriors in 7. It's going to be a 7-game series for sure.
Oh, okay. Steph.
Warriors in 6. I like Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
He's about him.
He's a good player.
Balled out.
They should be able to beat Denver. Like Denver shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Denver just has Joker and Aaron Gordon. Like, yeah. Denver's another one of those like Utah teams. Well, at least in my opinion. So should be
I don't know
fairly
about
easy
that.
work. What do you think Denver
All
can win the
right.
championship?
No.
I think they have a better chance of Utah.
Wow.
Way better chance.
Yeah, sure. I would say that too, but like Denver's still not beating anyone else like Phoenix or they don't have any guards.
Jamal
Yeah, I'd be
Murray's a
surprised if they
problem.
made it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, but didn't Jamal Murray get hurt like in April last season? How come he's not back? His ACL was that bad?
He tore his ACL. That shit is like a legit year to recover.
Yeah, it's not. It's. I feel like it's different for basketball players than it is for football players because of the hard court as opposed to grass or turf. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but
even when Jamal Murray comes back next season, they're not a problem, bro.
All right, Trent, you're up, my boy.
Yeah, I think you actually kind of sold me a little bit, Dario, with the rust of Clay. Like, I think they'll shake it off quickly, but I don't think if they were fully healthy, I'd say Warriors and probably 4, maybe 5, but. I'll go around 6 just because it might take them a game or 2 to get some things situated. I just have zero respect for the Nuggets whatsoever. I don't think they're anything special. Like, cool, you got Jokic. I mean, he's okay. I was like, yeah, he's so stud. I had him for the MVP, but I mean, they're just not special. The Warriors, when they're right, people forget when the Warriors are right. Not only are they disgusting offensively, but defensively, they're unbelievable too. Like in that incredible stretch they had from 2015 or so to 2018 or 19, whatever the hell it was. They were top 5 in offense and defense, and they were one of the top
Clay's
2
underrated
teams.
as a defender.
Yeah, so
100%.
it's not just the fact that the Warriors are an absolute problem. Personally, I think the Warriors make it to the Western Conference Finals. I would not be shocked if they beat the Suns there. I think they're that good. If the only problem is, can you shake off that injury rust and get that going? If there's any team that's had the continuity in place to do it, I think it's them. And I love how Steph just threw out Jordan Poole, and we're like, oh yeah, that's nice. So I think they got pieces,
nice,
they got
man.
depth. They got depth. They got the star power to do it. 6 only because they've had some injuries, and people forget Draymond's still Draymond. Him versus Jokic will be a fun matchup.
Facts. Reed, you're up, my boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Warriors in 7, but after hearing everyone go, I kind of think it's gonna be Warriors in 6. Honestly, I was like. Honestly, Denver should have won last night. That's what it was. If Denver was going to have a chance in this series, they needed to win last night. And now,
true.
They're just digging themselves out of a hole to start. So yeah, I'm going to say Warriors in 6. That how deep they end up going will absolutely, everyone knows, it's 100% depend on health. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Word up. All right. So now that's it for the first round for the Western Conference. We are going to move over to the Eastern Conference first round. And we are going to start off with the number 1 seeded Miami Heat versus the 8th seeded ATL. We're going to let the 2 Florida boys go last. So Steph, you'll be up first.
Oh, I'm going up
Miami.
first? Oh.
Yeah, Miami ATL. Give me your take.
Trae Young, baby. Nah,
Ice Trae.
I'll give Miami in 5. I'll give Trae 1 game. I don't even say anything else. Yeah, it's an easy series. I mean, if Miami is good as everyone says they are, I've seen 2 games this season.
1 seed in the East if they're good.
Yeah, so if they should take care of business in 5. But I love Trae Young. I love him as a player. I love his attitude. So I'll give him 1 game.
Santi?
You guys are bugging, man. Ice Trae. I love that kid.
Do it, bro.
He's
say
Hawks in 7. Let's go.
There you go. Claim it, baby. Stand on your feet.
I got Hawks in 6. They'll get 2, So
wait, Hawks in 6?
You still got Hawks?
No, I said Miami Heat in 6. Hawks will get 2.
I was
Hawks
bro.
will get 2.
He's like, nah, I'm playing Hawks in 6.
but it depends on health. Is old boy who got hurt last game. What's his name? Capella. So their health depends. He hyperextended his knee, but he's not ruled out though. He's not ruled out, right? Today,
Giannis came back from a hyperextended knee. So
yeah, but Giannis is a freak.
Yeah, that was stupid.
So if he comes back, Hawks win 2 games, but Miami Heat needs to close this early. They should sweep, but I could see them losing 1 or 2 games max and then moving on.
They should sweep ATL, but I actually got Miami in 6. It might be 5, but I'll stay 6. Yo, Trae Young. We need to put a little. Yeah, we need to. I need to put a little more respect on his name because he is. He's no, Trent. He's been getting super respect from me. Like, look at how he played the 2 playing games. He literally put the team on his back, and he was like, "Yo, fuck it, we're getting in the playoffs." And then Capella got hurt. I believe, in the first half or whatever. And then Trae was like, "Yo, fuck it, I'm taking over the game." And he was crossing up everybody left and right, shooting the ball from like half court, draining the shot. And Trae doesn't give a fuck, yo. He came into Madison Square Garden last year, first playoffs. He was like, "Yo, I don't give a fuck. This is my arena. I'm gonna take this team out in 5," and that's what he did.
He likes being the villain, but the Knicks are not the Heat. Like, let's be real. This is going to be. It should be Heat in 4, but it'll probably be Heat in 5. I think Trae is good enough to get them 1 game, but this is like let's not sit here and pretend like the Knicks and the Heat are on the same level. Like,
no. I'm just saying Trae Young's first playoff appearance, he came into the Garden. He wasn't scared. The moment wasn't too big for him. That's what I meant. Obviously, I'm not comparing the Knicks to Miami. The Knicks is a joke of a franchise.
That's why I think he'll probably get them 1, but I don't think they'll get more than that.
It's really simple. Okay, Trae Young is about to get punked by Miami ridiculously. Here's my problem with Trae Young. He and the Hawks were like, "Oh, we can coast the majority of this year and just assume they'll get into the playoffs like they're the fucking Bucks or like the Suns, and they can just turn it on and flip the switch." The Hawks have never proven any ability to do that. Everyone who's a Heat fan knows it's Heat in 5 the entire playoffs. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. It could be the Suns. It could be the fucking Hawks. Heat in 5 no matter what.
You're bugging.
Heat in 5 no matter what.
Bugging.
The Heat have the depth. They're one of the best defensive teams in the league. They have the defensive player of the year in Bam Adebayo. Trae.
Those are regular season awards, though.
He doesn't create opportunities. He has not had over 10 assists against the Heat in his last 11 games. One of the best aspects of his game is him getting everyone else involved. And then he'd say, "That's cute. Go sit down in the corner where you belong, you little child. We're going to pat you on the head. We're going to give you a little pat on the butt to say, hey, good job. You made it to the playoffs. Congratulations. You get to get bounced easily in the first round."
Too bad they all hate each other. Whatever. We're not going to acknowledge the fuck up that they had a couple weeks ago. The blow up that Eric Spoelstra wanted to fight Jimmy Butler.
Dude, dogs bark at each other, baby. They're closer for it. That's how you know they're a good team. There's passion. They want to win.
Yeah, so did Chihuahua bark at each other.
I like what Jordan talked to his teammates, bro. Look at how Jordan spoke to his teammates.
And Kobe.
They love each other.
Hey, Trent, I bet you right now $100 you don't sweep the Hawks. $100. Put your money where your mouth is.
You missed what I said. It doesn't matter the opponent. 5, Santi.
$100. Miami doesn't sweep the Hawks right now.
He didn't say they were going to sweep. He said Heat.
I know. I want you to take it. I want you to take the. So you okay?
No, because I said Heat in 5.
I know. All right.
I would low-key take that bet if I was.
Yeah, I know that. I was. Look, that's a little bone. That's a bone.
Twitter just says Heat in 5. This is what we do. This is what you do on the Heat. You snatch team souls. We're going to snatch the Hawks.
But the reason why I bring up that topic of them fighting is that Jimmy Butler, man, he's a fucking problem, bro. Like every team he's been on, he's been the reason why.
Not on the Heat, dude.
Problem.
It's not. Heat culture, baby. Heat culture is different. He's already led the Heat to the finals. This is Jimmy. There's one team in the bubble for him. There's one team in the league that can like do this well with Jimmy, and it's the Heat because everyone is. It's Heat culture. Is you work your ass off.
They're all alphas,
and you beat up on your opponent.
They're all alphas.
I love that blow up, dude. That made me happy to see that blow up because the Heat have been in incredible form ever since.
Yeah, they've been so much better since that. People forget like that blow up was on the tail end of a really shitty stretch for the Heat. They lost like what was it like 6 of their last 10 games, and then that blow up happened, and then I don't know how they finished the season, but I know it was like well above 500 after that.
They blew them out. I bet on that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a bloodbath after that. So like, this is my only 2 concerns with the Heat are they like rebounding, especially against longer teams. Like the Heat's whenever they lose games and lose them ugly, it's because they get abused on the boards. So that will concern me later on down the line against a team like the Bucks. And then if they don't get Hero to give them instant life off the bench, then there could be a lack of scoring. But other than those 2 things, like there's like no concerns I have about this Heat team.
Hero's not the only option for scoring off the bench. Like, we have Duncan Robinson coming off the bench today. They got, Gabe Vincent coming off the bench, Caleb Martin coming off the bench. Like they're
all those names you named. Like, are you kidding me right now?
I've never heard of these guys. Well, besides Duncan.
Exactly. This is why the Heat are the 1 seed with guys you've never heard of, which is why it's Heat in 5 no matter who we play. We haven't had our star players and we're still filthy. You've never heard of Duncan Robinson? Best three-point shooter in the
No, I've heard of
top 5
Duncan.
three-point shooter in the
He was a
league.
guy who froze up in the finals in a bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Ooh, that's a fact.
Wasn't it? Wasn't that Duncan?
Follow-up question. So is that LeBron guy when he froze up in his finals in 2010? That's been a referendum on the rest of his career, right? He's never accomplished anything after that.
Yeah, but you're comparing Duncan Robinson and LeBron James.
The point being, okay, how about Paul George? He's never done shit. The point being, that's a fair point, Seth. My point being, just because you do bad in your first finals doesn't mean you're going to be ill-equipped for it after that. Like, oh God, he didn't do well one final. Man,
No, I'm saying, I know who Duncan Robinson's based off of that, but
Yeah, I mean,
no,
Duncan
that's why I said
Robinson,
Heat in 5. I think you guys are Eastern
Are you
Conference
guys watching
Finals
the game
team.
right now?
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. What happened?
Damn,
Did you see Jimmy just get in Trae Young's face?
Yeah, because he knows that he mentally dominates Trae Young.
I noticed when you poke Trae Young, he like goes off. So
The thing with Trae Young,
I'll poke Trae Young all day, dude.
Well, he intentionally fouled Jimmy. It was a transition, and he like fouled Jimmy on purpose. So Jimmy like grabbed him, and they got each other's faces.
Hey, Daryl, have you noticed how Trae Young could get a shot almost anywhere on the floor? Like how he just kids with them, and then he'll just look the other way and just shoot it, and just out of nowhere, he's so ice, man. He's ice, man, bro.
don't forget about Bogdan, bro. I like Bogdan.
Bogdan is solid. Trae Young's handles was filthy. Reed, so you had Heat in 5, you said, right?
Yeah.
Trent, you had 5, right?
Heat in 5. Don't matter the opponent. Heat in 5.
All right. Bubble season was an asterisk. Let's move on to the next matchup. We got the 4th-seeded Philadelphia 76ers versus the 5th-seeded Toronto Raptors. I'll go first for this one. I have, especially after yesterday, Scotty Barnes messed up his ankle really bad.
Shout out Florida State.
Okay. And I think that he's going to be out for a while. Yo, Philly has so much pressure on them, man. Embiid is going to do his thing. Harden has the most pressure. I don't care what he says about, I don't feel the pressure. That dude better show up, man. Everybody knows how much I hate James Harden. If he does not show up, it's insane, bro. He has never shown up in the playoffs, not even when he was a 6-man with OKC Thunder. He shit the bed with that final series. And then when Houston, it was a nightmare. Like, James Harden pretends like he's the best player in the league when he's not. He's not the best player in the league. He's not even top 3, bro. He might not even be top 5 anymore, honestly. Like, he's not that good anymore, man. To me, personally, to me. And
this is an interesting conversation because Daryl, this is the reason you hate him is because of his style of play, which is like the dribble, intentionally draw a foul, shoot, and like he usually makes those. But like, not only like has the rule change slightly altered the way he has to play, but in the postseason, the refs swallow the whistle even more. So it'll be interesting to see how he adapts to that. I mean, I'm with you. I hate James Harden for that specific reason. Like, I think he's the most infuriating player to watch because, like, it's just playing to the rules as opposed to playing the game how it's supposed to be played. It's I don't know. I'm with. I think the Sixers win this series. Yeah, probably in 6. But yeah, like Harden.
Yeah, me too.
I don't understand why everyone's hyped about Philly just because Harden joined. Like, he had 10 games with Embiid before the postseason. Like, that's not enough to develop the chemistry needed to win a championship. I don't understand why everyone's so high on them.
Harden is like Westbrook. He's not a winning player. Westbrook is not a winning player. Harden's not a winning player. I have Philly in 6, which is, it should be a sweep now that Scotty Barnes got. He's a really good rookie. It should be a sweep, but that's how much I don't trust Harden. I don't trust him in real pressure cooker moments. So, Philly in 6. Trent.
Well, I agree Philly's going to win. I just think they're more talented. The Raptors are a fun team, well-coached team, good as a unit. I just don't think they have any answers for Philly's talent. I'm the opposite. I don't really hate Harden. I don't have an opinion on him one way or the other. I fucking hate Joel Embiid. No one loves to talk more shit and is terrible at taking it like him. No one on this planet, dude. Like, he is unreal at, like, getting all, like, you know, basically crying for talking smack. And he hadn't accomplished anything in the league and was still trying to talk shit. That being said, he is a filthy player. He is going to finish it. Like, I just don't see how they defend him. And then Harden's going to be good for 2 games. He's going to get them 23 points. And all the Philly fans are going to be like, oh, we're going to win the finals. And then Philly's going to collapse in the second round. I don't even think they make it to the conference finals. But I just think they're a better team than the Raptors. I didn't even realize Scotty Barnes got injured last night. I was out having some alcoholic beverages. Might have had more than 1 or 2 and didn't really realize what was going on with the game. So if Scotty Barnes is out, I mean, he's an impact player for them. He's averaging I know he's not a game changer, but he's a solid player. He's a good defensive
As
presence.
A rookie, he's playing out of his mind.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just don't think that the Raptors are good enough to compete with the Sixers. I can see the Sixers, like, I think they in six. The Sixers, like, looked good for, like, 2 weeks this year. And then James Harden got there, and they're just kind of falling apart. And they have an insane amount of pressure on them. I don't see any way that they make a deep run, but they beat the Raptors.
Santiago, go ahead. Philly and Toronto.
Yo, man, it's going to be Philly in probably 5. I like Philly. When I went to Philadelphia last summer, cool city. I like Embiid. You know, I just always felt bad for him because he got hurt, but now he's looking really, really good. He's my MVP pick. I don't really hate James Harden. I used to have like some animosity when he was on Houston, but you know, he still makes buckets. You know, his way of playing is kind of dirty, but sometimes you need that in the league, you know? So,
well, it's not that it's dirty. It's just bullshit. Like, I mean, he makes buckets. He's an excellent shooter, but like he relies too much on the foul. And that Trae Young does the same thing, but they rely too much on the foul, which is annoying.
It is, but it's like they still make buckets. The ball still goes in. So,
full disclosure too, that's what annoys me about Jimmy Butler sometimes. He relies too much on the foul. As a Heat fan, I'll just say that. Like, he does the same thing.
Thanks for being honest. That's a good
real quick. John Collins just checked into the game. I thought he wasn't going to play in the series. Does that change anybody's take on Miami versus Atlanta?
No, because they're still down 16-7, and it's only going to get worse for them. So.
Okay, whatever. Santiago,
Trey just turned it over right when you said that.
Santiago, so who you got?
And then I got Sixers, but people got to forget Sixers were already a good team, man. They got Tobias Harris, they got Danny Green, Paul Millsap. So that squad has already been solid. They just
Paul
had
Millsap should have retired 5 seasons ago.
True. But that fungus that was on that team was boy, man. What's his name?
Ben Simmons.
Man. So whack, bro. Like he was holding them back. So I think they can make a run now that they don't have bitch ass Ben Simmons. So I like Sixers, man. Sixers and 5.
Steph.
Sixers and Raptors. I like the Raptors. I like Siakam. I think he's a good player. I like Fred VanVleet too. Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse isn't going to the Lakers, man. He's not going to leave Toronto to go to a dumpster fire of an organization at the Lakers.
I'm with you.
So that's not going to happen.
He could have peaked in Toronto already. He could want more. You never know. And we got the weather.
Yeah, but the Lakers
but he's paying the same amount of taxes in LA and Toronto, so he may as well just stay there.
Bro, the Lakers aren't going anywhere for the next couple of years. Like, it's a wrap for y'all.
Next couple of decades, but, you know.
It's a wrap. But anyway,
at least we got a chip in the last 2 years.
You know who
say that. God, yo.
Shut up. You know who they're saying might go to Lakers is Doc Rivers. I pray
no.
God that happens.
No.
Because you guys would be terrible.
Yo, Philly, Toronto. All right,
my bad. All right. I'll give Philly 7.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah, I like Toronto.
I don't know if you heard us because you might have been on mute, but did you hear us saying that Scotty Barnes got hurt? Really bad ankle injury, really good rookie. He's like pretty much the leader on that team.
Philly feels like the team that always finds a way to lose.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Fine, Philly in 6.
Philadelphia, the city of losers.
That's a hot take.
What they do best.
No. If you say 7, it's cool. I just wanted to make sure you know what you were saying.
Sure, I'll give them 6. But then if they go 7, I'll be pissed. But nah, it'll be 6. Sure.
Steph, don't let him talk you out of it. Stick with 7.
Yeah,
word. Stick with 7.
Fuck it. Whatever.
Stand on it.
Oh, yeah. There we go, baby.
Yeah.
We the North, baby.
Doc Rivers has a lot of fucking pressure on him, like immense. Like, I don't know why he made that best coaches of all time. Fucking
ridiculous.
That's insane.
Well, he beat Kobe once, and that's like, he gets a spot.
Yo, insane. All right, so everybody give their take. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the number 3 seeded Milwaukee Bucks versus the number 6 seeded Chicago Bulls. Trent, you are up, my guy. What you got?
This is Bucks and Borders. I don't really think differently. Like the Bulls, I heard this on a podcast. If you reseeded the playoffs today, the Bulls, like if you just said, hey, here's the 1 seed, here's the 8 seed based on best and worst team, the Bulls would be number 8. Like they are a terrible team. They started off the season hot. They've been trashed the second half. The Bucks are right in peak form. I don't know how you stop Giannis. Chris Middleton, despise watching that man play because he's annoying to play against, but he is filthy. The Bulls aren't going to be competitive. If you want to be nice, you can say 5, but I'm not going to be nice. Bucks in 4, and it's not going to be difficult either.
I'm with you.
Steph.
I'm going to take a hot take. I'm going to say Milwaukee in 6 or 7. I'll say I'll say 7. Look,
Steph, you sound
seven
insane right
games?
now.
no. I know that's why it's a hot take. So I think there's always that championship contender that enters the playoffs a little lackluster. Everyone's expecting him to win in 4 or 5, but I think DeMar DeRozan is gonna will this team to a couple of victories. Like DeMar DeRozan's a good fucking player, so
True.
I think this is one of those instances where the defending champion comes into a series thinking they're going to breeze past it, and Chicago's going to give them a run for the money. They're not going to be expecting it, but it's going to really, it's going to get Milwaukee going to start playing championship basketball. And I think with a young team, they've never been in a situation of having to defend a championship. I think they push them to their limits. I think it's a Milwaukee 7-game series.
You don't think that DeMar DeRozan, as great as he is, you don't think they're going to struggle against the Bucks? He doesn't shoot threes well. He thrives on mid-range twos, and the whole team doesn't shoot threes well. So what's going to happen is
they don't shoot threes well right now. Zach LaVine's a good three-point shooter.
The Bucks are one of the longer teams in the league, so they're going to just bottle them up in the mid-range, and they're going to have to rely on threes in order to shoot their way out of it. And they're not a good three-point shooting team. I think it's going to be ugly.
I think this goes back to when we were saying earlier, can anyone lead a team to the, finals at this point? I think it's the perfect example of why it can't just be one player carrying a team anymore. DeMar DeRozan is a nice player. He's solid. What is he, top 15? I mean, if he explodes for 51 game, maybe they have a shot, but it's the Bucks are too deep, too good. Even if DeMar DeRozan plays his best series of his career, it's hard to see them winning even 2 games against the Bucks. They're just so good, so dominant, and so deep.
True.
That's why it's a hot take. I could be wrong. I could easily be wrong, but I'm gonna say
respect it. Yeah, Steph, we respect the hot take. Respect the hot take. I'll go next. I got Milwaukee in 5. Chicago's gonna get 1 game. DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine, but it's probably gonna be DeMar DeRozan. He's gonna go crazy in 1 game. But I will say this about Giannis, man. I got Giannis as the best player in the league right now. Yeah. He's developed his jump shot, and that's the one thing I've been saying for the last 3 seasons. If he develops a respectable, not a great, a respectable jump shot, he's gonna have the crown of the best player in the league. And I was watching him the last couple of weeks of the season. He's posting up, doing fadeaways, he's doing turnarounds, he's doing he's off the dribble shots. And I'm just fuck, Giannis finally put it together. And to me, he has officially taken the crown as the best player in the league. Milwaukee in 5. Santiago.
Hey, Derek, that's only because Kawhi's not playing. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not even gonna acknowledge that. Santiago.
Yeah, Bucks in 5, man. I like the Bulls. They had a nice little run, man. Zach LaVine, old boy from LA, and Alex Caruso is he healthy?
Caruso.
Is he healthy?
I think now another asshole Duke player tried to end his career.
Oh yeah,
Caruso, I know. Caruso's a dog.
I know Caruso was injured, but
he loves Caruso.
I love him. He's a dog. He plays defense.
Is he back? He's back, right? Healthy? I think he's gonna play.
I hope so. So that'll be a nice little touch for them. But I still think Giannis in 5 though. He's right. You're right, man. That I've always said too, Derek. If he develops a shot, Giannis is after LeBron. I think Giannis is going to be that next guy, in my opinion.
No, LeBron is done. He's not the best player in the league anymore.
I low-key hate how likable Giannis is.
Bugging.
Wait, Steph, what? Hating on Giannis.
I said low-key hate how likable Giannis is. You guys want to hear that joke? Hey, let's hear that joke. Bro, all right, whatever, Giannis. You're happy to be that guy.
Santiago, LeBron's not the best player in the league anymore.
You're bugging, and I'm not going to acknowledge that right now.
LeBron isn't the best player?
Are you kidding me?
No, Giannis is the best player in the league right now.
If LeBron wasn't on the Lakers, Santi would agree with you, but because he is, he can't.
No. LeBron is still playing at a very high level.
LeBron top 5.
He's not the best in the league.
He's not the best in the league, Santi.
Yeah. He's not number 1 level. But he's okay, then what do you put on? He's top 3.
5.
He's top 3. I'll give him top 3.
Nah, he's top. What? You're crazy. If LeBron can stay healthy, the numbers he can put up, you guys understand he wasn't healthy this year, right?
That's Santi's favorite line. If X can stay healthy.
But that's part of the league.
That's part of the game.
Santi's a long-time LeBron fan. No one is better at leaking injuries than LeBron after he's already played. Yeah, by the way, I'm injured. In case you guys were wondering, I put up 45 points a game this year, but I was hurt, so I could only do 30.
He's not a top 3 player because this guy comes to a conference after a terrible season. I don't think it was an unsuccessful season, bro. You guys are the biggest dumpster fire in the NBA. I think it's a successful season. We all came and worked hard every day.
For his age, man, he's I respect LeBron.
100%. He's playing at a high level, but I don't think he's the best player in the league. I don't think so. But what was your take? Milwaukee and Chicago? You said Milwaukee in
5. Milwaukee in 5.
All right, Reed, Milwaukee and Chicago. You're up, my boy.
You already went.
I think I already said, but Milwaukee in 4. Just move on. That's it. It's not even going to be competitive. I think DeMar DeRozan's going to really struggle against this Bucks team, and I don't trust Zach LaVine, at least not yet.
We'll see it. He might prove it right now. This might be the playoffs where he proves it. So
we'll see.
He's never been in the playoffs.
No, he hasn't. This is gonna be his first season.
So
yeah.
First
all right. Now the last matchup in the Eastern Conference.
This guy
in the Eastern Conference,
the biggest Nets fan.
Nah. First of all, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. I'm not anybody's fan. Watch your mouth.
Why are you so excited then, Dario?
Why are you
I'm
so
excited. All right, let me talk. I'm excited because we got Jason Tatum versus Kevin Durant. Jason Tatum is going to go at Kevin Durant's neck, bro. He's not playing this season. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not looking at my idols anymore. He's taking the crown. So whatever, I'm going first, I guess. I'm actually saying all that. I actually got Brooklyn in 7. Saying all that, I got Brooklyn in 7.
If Brooklyn was in New Jersey, you would have Celtics in 4. Stop playing, bro.
I don't even know what you said. But Brooklyn in 7. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Like, do I need to say more? What is that, Trent? We can't see.
I'm trying to get it to show up here. It's not.
Yeah.
This is take your child to work day. This is when Jason Tatum thought he could dunk on Bam Adebayo, and Bam met him at the rim and said that's adorable.
Thank you for sharing that. Even though we're talking about Boston and Brooklyn, not Boston, Miami. But
I'm talking about Jason Tatum when he got embarrassed. Go ahead. Sorry.
Katie, all good. Katie and Kyrie, what else is there to say? But I will say Brooklyn plays no defense whatsoever. Boston has really good defense. Second half of the season was insane. They turned it around. And like I said, Jason Tatum is not playing this season. He's going for the crown. He's not looking at his idols anymore. He's not trying to be shy. He's just going for it. Yeah, man, Brooklyn is 7. I said everything I wanted to say. Steph.
I'll go Brooklyn in 7, but if Kyrie and KD can't get past like this first round, this team is a wash. I don't want to hear about it next season. I don't want to hear KD's a top 5 player in the league. I don't want to hear any of that, because if they can't get past Boston, yeah, they got Tatum, and Boston's one of the best defenses in the world or in the NBA, but I don't want to hear anything about KD, bro. I don't want to hear it. Like, he has to get past the first round. He has everything he wants. This is what he wanted in Brooklyn, and he has to get past it. So Brooklyn 7, or they're in the same boat as the Clippers. So,
Trent.
Yeah. So Boston has been, I think they were like 28-7 the second half to end the season. Their defense has been otherworldly. They're like the hottest team in the league right now, and they're about to get embarrassed horribly. Nets in 5. KD is going to do KD things. Jason Tatum's not looking at his idols. It doesn't matter if you're not looking at your idols when they're still so much better than you are. Boston,
That's in 5?
Yeah. Did I stutter?
They don't play any defense, bro.
Okay, and who's going to keep up with the offense of them? Like, is Jason Tatum going to be keeping up with KD is out, you're leading me to believe? Oh, so
yes.
we have Jaylen Brown. Oh, we have Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart's going to get shit pumped. And it's funny because that guy's bitching and moaning. He swears he should be the defensive player of the year. When they eat his lunch money, when Kyrie just cooks him and snatches his ankles repeatedly. The Celtics, they had a nice run, but we're going to see we are who they thought they were, which is a team who was below 500 to start the season. They're in nice form now. Good for you, Boston. They're going to get run off the table. It's going to be embarrassing.
Marcus Smart is annoying as fuck.
Santi.
No one's accomplished less and talks more than Marcus Smart.
Go ahead,
Facts.
Go ahead, Reed. Go ahead.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Boston could not have possibly drawn a worse matchup in the first round. I agree with you, Dario, that Brooklyn does not play defense well, or hasn't all season. I do think they've played a little bit better down the stretch. But I think this is going to go 7 as well. And I think if this has to go 7, then KD will find a way to elevate and win the game for them. I think Boston is a dangerous team entering this postseason. But if they can't wrap it up in 6 or less, then it's going to the Nets. And I do think this is going to go 7. So I think we're going to have another Milwaukee and Brooklyn rematch in the playoffs.
Bro, Kyrie and KD are the best offensive players in NBA history.
KD, Kyrie.
No, I'm giving it to Kyrie. No, you got to give it to Kyrie. Kyrie's handles.
Clay and Steph, bro.
No. They're better than. They're better than. Okay, KD has a better handle than Steph and Clay. KD has a better shot than. Actually, no, not shot. But he has a better. He has a better handle. Steph and Clay, they don't have handles like KD and Kyrie.
Steph doesn't have handles.
No, not he does, but not on Kyrie's level. That's where Kyrie got him. Kyrie can hit the layup off the corner of the backboard. He can hit a 3-point. He can take you off the dribble. He can post you up. KD can do all that as well. Like, am I missing something?
Then they better get past the Celtics.
That's a fact. I'm just saying. That's why I'm taking Brooklyn. KD and Kyrie are unreal offensively, bro. Unreal.
Santi is the last one to go.
All right, you guys ready? The hot take, baby. I've seen the Celtics my whole life. I've seen the Celtics my whole life, and I respect that organization. I got Celtics winning in 7 at the Garden. That crowd is crazy. Jason Tatum, they play defense. And ladies and gentlemen, what have we seen our entire lives? When a team plays defense, they not only move on to the next round, they win the chip. So Celtics in 7, I'm taking the hot take.
Is that a hot take, though? Gentlemen,
to me, because everyone's saying Brooklyn.
Hot take.
Okay, well,
to win.
Well, it's a hot take with you guys because you guys all pick.
I think everyone thinks this series will go 6 or 7. So
no, this series is gonna be fire, bro. It's gonna be fire. So good, dog.
Trust me,
Jason. 5.
Wow, Trent, I can't believe you, dog.
And Dario said the most important
Trent's
thing.
take is hotter than yours, Santi.
True.
Facts.
Brooklyn does not play any defense.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That's going to be a problem. And you're going to see like how Boston is a well-coached team. Yeah, I like Steve Nash. He's a rookie still, though. So he has to handle the new transitions. He has to be able to develop. You guys understand Boston has been here before. They have
That's
experience.
a good point, Santi. Good point about Nash.
So I'm taking Boston. That Garden Game 7 is going to be rocking. But the only thing, if KD has the ball in the last 10 seconds and he needs just to like a 2 or 3, he could win it. But that's the only way I can see winning. If Nets don't take care of it in 5 or 6 and they go to Game 7, I think Boston's taking it. The Nets need to win in 5 games or 6 games. But if they don't, Boston's taking it. I'm telling you that right now.
That's interesting.
KD has won 2 finals, and with OKC, he made it to the finals. Kyrie has been in multiple finals. You know what the Celtics never done with this team? Made it to the finals. So, I mean,
they have actually. They not, oh, my bad, not the finals.
Not the finals.
They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, they made it.
Right, and then Daddy came in and said, hey, Jason Tatum, let me put you in my lap here and smack you on your ass and send you on your way because they played the big boys in the Miami Heat. The Nets, though, have a core of players who have actually accomplished it and making it to the finals. So I was just saying,
I wasn't even thinking that.
Like just to the point, like, as far as players who have been here, like, yeah, I understand. Look, I understand KD was with fucking juiced up Warriors, but even though he's still been there, and on OKC, he still took OKC there. And then, I mean, Kyrie did it with the Cavs, and they were going against those Warriors teams. So
don't forget Blake Griffin. Let's go, baby.
Oh shit, Blake is on Brooklyn. He's not even fucking playing. I totally forgot about him.
Hey,
he hasn't played in like weeks.
He's trash.
Oh shit.
He's fucking injured again. Jesus,
dude. If you get any out of Ben Simmons, he'll be much better in on the Nets than he would be in Philly. Because in Philly, he had to be the man. They tanked for him for God knows how long. He sucked. Here, he's like the 3rd or 4th option. He's going to play good defense and be a good guy in transition.
I can't believe they are throwing the news out that he might play like Game 3 or 4. Like, why is he playing? They should wait till next season. He hasn't played in a legit year since Game 7 when he lost to Atlanta. I don't even think he should play at all this postseason. At all. Like, this dude is super soft. He hasn't played in a year. And like
Simmons is a joke.
Yeah, yo, look, what are you doing? Why are you even trying to say that he's gonna play later on in this series? Like, are you kidding me? They're bugging, yo.
Look at that, Ariel. Look at that.
All right, let's do Memphis and T-Wolves. Steph, you want to go first?
This is to me the most exciting series of the playoffs. I like Ant-Man is for real, man. That guy can get his own shot. He's fast as fuck, has nice handles, is a good rebounder. He's like if Donovan Mitchell was like better. So I really like, and then of course I love Pat Bev. You know, I really hope he does well. You know, that's one of my favorite players ever because I love his dog attitude. You know, they saw how much they missed him when they didn't have the energy in both these games, and Pat Bev always brought that energy. I love Memphis too. Ja Morant, man, is a beast. I like Memphis's young core of guys. Like their average age is like what, 23 or 24, like
something like that. Yeah.
So I love that these young guys are like fearless. And I know they lost yesterday. I didn't see any of the games yesterday, but I know they lost. But I think it's gonna be a good series, probably a 7-game series. I'll take Memphis though with the edge, just because they got that Ja Morant. He's the biggest star on the floor. But yeah, I got Memphis in 7.
Reed.
I kind of agree with Steph. I think it's going to be an interesting series. I think it's going to be a long one. I would lean Memphis. But yeah, it's not great that they're already down 1 game.
They already split
I think this
series.
Yeah, I think ultimately, like, there's a level of consistency that we've seen in Memphis throughout the regular season that we haven't necessarily seen from the Wolves. And, you know, the differences in seeding, I think, is warranted. So I think it's going to be closer than maybe we thought going into it. But I'm going to say Memphis in 6.
I'll go next. I had a really tough time with this series. Really, really tough time, honestly. I have Memphis in 6. I think yesterday's game, it was like their first time being in a playoff situation where they're looked at as being the 100% better team. So I think they were a little frazzled. They didn't know how to take that. And Timberwolves are not scared, bro. They are not scared whatsoever. Obviously, Pat Bev, the professional pest. Anthony Edwards doesn't give a fuck. He's a rookie coming at your neck. D'Lo is an underrated, just really good professional player. I'm still mad at him for what he did to Nick Young back in the day. But Carl Anthony Towns, man, I don't know, bro. Yo, Reed, remember we were texting back in the day and we were talking about the top power forwards, centers in the league?
Yeah.
He has moments where he could be that, and then he has moments where he looks absolutely doofy as fuck, bro. Just like
sounds like Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, it's because
you
texted me. You texted me. You're like, why isn't Cat viewed, or like, why isn't he a better player than he is, or viewed that way? And I was just like, yeah, I don't know. And then we got into the whole conversation of like where he ranks amongst like centers in the league, like basically players at his position. And then it like bled into the whole like Anthony Davis talk. Like, is he even top 3 for sure? Yeah. Like all that stuff. So like, Cat, you're right. Like, he has that ability. I think maybe what it is like, does he, even though he's a really great player, does he make his team better? And I don't just mean like his teammates. I just mean like the team as a whole. Do they play better because of him? And I don't know that that's necessarily the case.
Cat fouling out in that playing game is the reason why Timberwolves won.
Exactly. They played. Karl Anthony Towns had, I think, like 7 points. He had 6 fouls within like 3 quarters or whatever. Like, he played horribly, and the bench and the supporting cast took that team to the playoffs.
Yeah, Tyler made a mistake thinking we should really just have our whole strategy around stopping Cat when it should have been stopping Ant. But
so, I mean, I got Memphis in 6, but honestly, I could definitely see you going 7, and I could see Timberwolves winning it in 7. But I'll stick with my 6. Santiago, you want to go Memphis and T-Wolves?
Yeah. I got Memphis in a 7. It's gonna be a great series. I think it's gonna be a long series. But Ja Morant, bro, is a problem. That guy is sick. I love the way he plays. But on the other side, you got Pat Bev, who's a fucking dog too, and he just gets under people's skin. I low key, man, want him. I want him to come to the Lakers so he can bark at the Clippers just for that little feud. But I agree with you, Dario. I've never been a fan of Anthony Towns. He looks good at moments, but then he looks goofy and he looks dumb. I even told Stefan the other day, I was like, man, he's not that great to me. Like, he's hot and cold. So this is a big series for him, honestly, for his legacy.
He has to prove he's worth something.
He needs to prove. He has to prove it. If he gets bounced in this round, it's like, sit your ass down, Anthony. You're not even like top 5 big men, I think, in the league. But yeah, hey, Ja Morant though, he's an upcoming star. I think he's gonna shock the world. But I'll take Memphis in 7.
Trent.
Yeah, I think this is probably, from a pure basketball spectator standpoint, I think this is the most fun round one matchup because we get to watch Ant versus Ja Morant. Just two absolutely incredibly fun guys to watch. They're just ridiculous with how they attack the basket and the shots they make, and their offense is incredibly entertaining. So I think this will be the most fun series. I do think that the Grizzlies are just a better team. I think they have the mentality too. Like, what does Ja Morant have? Like, I don't care who we're playing because we ain't ducking no smoke or something like that. Like, it's a bad man. He doesn't.
We go up the chimney.
Just like the T-Wolves are nice. They're a nice story. They've had a solid season. But I just think the Grizzlies are a better team top to bottom. The Grizzlies are one of the best defensive teams in the league. Against Cat, I mean, Cat's just not a dog. He gets bullied. I mean, he's just got no dog in him, I don't think. We've all counted that ad nauseum. So I would say, the Grizzlies in 6 is what it feels like to me.
Mm-hmm.
If they made it sooner, I wouldn't be shocked. But I think it's just like fireworks to watch from a basketball standpoint.
Did anybody see that game yesterday? Memphis and T-Wolves?
No, I wanted to.
Not really.
It's busy.
Oh my God! Nobody saw it. Carl. Yeah, we've been dogging Karl Anthony Towns, but he had a dunk on Jaren Jackson Jr. Fucking insane, bro. And this is what I'm saying. He has moments where it's like, yo, you're the guy, and then it's like, what the fuck are you doing, throwing the ball out of bounds? Whatever.
But he's young. This is his first play. No, this isn't his first playoff experience.
No,
but he was like a rookie when that happened, wasn't it?
It was like maybe his 3rd season with Jimmy Butler on Timberwolves, 3rd, 4th season. He's like 8 seasons in or some shit.
Yeah. Cat's like my age. He's like 27, 28. So
yeah, he's been in the league for a while.
He's in there. All right.
He's too old now to still be an ascending player.
100%.
So this is why this is a series for him to prove that he's a really good player. So.
Yeah, I think this series and the Boston Brooklyn are the best first round matchups.
Yeah, for sure. The 2-7 games are really good.
Conference semis. Everybody have Phoenix, Utah, right?
No, I had Dallas.
You have Phoenix, Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everybody else have Phoenix, Utah, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Santi?
Phoenix. Oh yeah, Phoenix, Utah. Phoenix, Dallas.
Santi had Dallas. Yeah,
I got the upset.
So conference semifinals. I had Phoenix, Utah. I got Phoenix in 5. Reed?
Yeah, Phoenix in 5.
Trent?
Phoenix, who would they be playing? This is against Utah?
If you pick Utah, yeah.
Yeah, if you pick Utah.
I mean, Utah's a joke in the playoffs, dude. They'll win one series and then they'll get bounced real early.
Santi?
Yeah, Phoenix in 5.
You had Dallas, Phoenix and Dallas, right?
Oh yeah. Phoenix still beats Dallas for sure.
Steph?
Phoenix 7.
Against Dallas.
Really?
Against Dallas. Yeah.
With the injured Luka.
If he's injured, then no. It's Phoenix in 4 or 5.
Even if he's healthy, they're not. That's not going 7 games. Are you crazy?
You guys are
Phoenix is on a mission, bro. Phoenix is on a mission, bro.
Yeah, but Phoenix is good, but they're not that good.
What?
Dude, they're number 1 in offense and defense. That team is nasty.
Just wait on it.
Yo,
I'm telling you, just Phoenix in 7 against Dallas.
Steph,
I'm still thinking
out
Phoenix.
of your
I'm just saying it.
Phoenix Suns are like the 2014 Spurs after they lost to the Miami Heat. They ran through the regular season and then they beat Miami, the joke of a Miami team, in 5 games.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm telling you. Look.
Actually,
Dallas,
we didn't have Dragic and Bam was also hurt. That's a fair point. We were debilitated.
No, what? I'm talking about when LeBron was on the team.
He's talking about.
Sorry, I got this.
Chris Paul's going to get hurt at some point.
I mean, I can't fight that. Okay, so for the second conference semifinals, did everybody have Golden State and Memphis?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Trent, what you got?
Golden State, like I say, I mean, I'm super high on Golden State, which is not exactly a hot take. I think they had the second best odds to make the finals out of the West. I just think Steph coming back, that's not going to be. Again, Memphis is fun, but I think that the Warriors are going to sort of show them the door.
Santi?
I got Golden State, man, to the Western Conference Finals.
How many games?
6 probably max.
Trent, how many games you said?
I didn't pick. I like 6. Probably 6. That's not a fun take. It's not a hot take. Just 6 games, maybe 5.
I'll go next. I actually got Memphis in 7. I got Memphis in 7 with Golden State. I Yeah, I just really think that whole Steph being injured, Draymond being injured, Clay not being 100%, I really think that's just going to come across in the second round. I mean, obviously, I could be wrong. Steph could be completely healthy and they could just blow past it. And I wouldn't be surprised because it's Golden State. But Memphis has shown me all season that they're the real deal. They're probably going to wake up after losing to the first game to T-Wolves. And yeah, it's gonna be a dogfight. So Memphis in 7. Steph?
Memphis in 6. I'm with you. I like Memphis. Yeah, in 6.
That's
they get it done in that grit and grind dome or whatever.
Do you think that is assuming that Steph doesn't stay healthy?
I think even if he's healthy.
Wow.
Yeah. Memphis is
real. This first round, they're gonna make a lot of mistakes, but it's gonna like if they can get past Minnesota, especially in that game 7, they'll have all they need to like propel them to the Western Conference Finals.
They're super young. I really think that they were just a little frazzled yesterday when they played.
That's why I'm not surprised they lost yesterday.
Yeah. And Minnesota did their job. Like if they're gonna make noise in the series, they needed to win game 1, and that's what they did.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Reed?
I think it's all contingent upon Steph's health, honestly. Like if Steph can stay healthy, I think it's Warriors in 6. If not, I think this easily goes 7 games, and I wouldn't be surprised if Memphis won. But if Steph can stay healthy and contribute like he's used to contributing, I think it's kind of a wrap.
Very interesting, gentlemen. Very interesting. All right. Let's move into the Eastern Conference, the conference semis. We're going to go. Did everybody have Miami, Philly?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll go first. I got Miami in 7, but I could easily go in 6. And again, James Harden, I don't trust him. He's not a winning player. Joel Embiid is going to be by himself. Oh, we also forgot to mention Tobias Harris. He also doesn't show up in the playoffs. Great regular season, but he doesn't show up. And Joel, I'm sorry for him. He had a really good season, but Harden is not going to show up. He's going to shrink in the moment. Like
can we take a moment to recognize the fact that Harden is terrified to play the Miami Heat? Every time he was supposed to play the Heat in the regular season, he was conveniently injured or resting.
Philly's scared of the Heat because they know they're a city of losers and they don't want to play a city of winners. It's in their DNA.
James Harden is absolutely terrified to play against Miami.
I mean, that could be a fact. I think we talked about it very briefly, but Doc Rivers, man, he's leaning way more over on the bad coach side than just being a kind of like what
doesn't make adjustments and makes when he does are bad ones.
He has the worst record for game 7s, and he's the coach with most up 3-1 leads, right?
3-1 series, yeah.
Like, how do you have those 2 stats and you're considered one of the top 15 greatest coaches of all time?
He beat Kobe. That was it.
He won championship one time, and that goes a long way.
That's insane, yo.
So it's because that's what it's like. He wins 60% of his games, and he has 1 championship. That's what it is,
bro. That's insane. So I got Miami in 7, but I could see it going 6. Trent, what you got?
You know the answer. Heat in 5. Doesn't matter who it is. Philly is a joke of a team, joke of a franchise, joke of a city. We're going to run them off the court, and they're going to be like, "Why do we think?" And then they're going to be like, "Oh, remember when we said Jimmy Butler was a problem and we traded him away? Oh, look, he's going to go to another finals and we're going to be sitting at home on the couch again." It's not even, I'm not worried about it whatsoever. Feed me Philly. I will lose my mind with excitement. The only thing that makes me more excited is that we have to play like clap up Boston or the Bucks, dude. Like I fucking hate Philly, but they're not relevant. They want to be, but they're like a little loud kid in the block, and you just got to kind of put them back in their place. So Heat in 5.
Santi?
He's the one picking Philly.
Gentlemen, this is the time where Doc Rivers steps up. James Harden comes alive. Tobias Harris comes alive. Joel Embiid is the best player in basketball. And I don't want to hear no one say anything otherwise. Other than LeBron, it's Joel Embiid. They are winning in 6 games. Because if they get to game 7 in Miami, it's probably going to go to Miami. But I'm picking Sixers to move on. I think they got the depth. If James Harden could score a couple games of 40, it's over.
That's over.
Do you guys think that Santi actually believes what he's saying, or do you think he's saying it because he has money on this?
Absolutely.
No, it's probably both.
I wouldn't put money on it if I didn't believe it. I'm picking the Sixers.
Given when we did make that bet, you and Chris were a little drunk, so I took advantage.
What? One White Claw? Okay. I'm taking the series. I'm the Sixers. That's my squad.
Reed.
Santi, I think you're embarrassing yourself right now. It's going to be Heat 5. That's a wrap. I mean, the Heat, every time they come up against Philly, unless Embiid has like a Herculean 50-point performance, the Heat win every single time. This team is not built to go against Miami, so Heat in 5.
Wait, you guys didn't sweep Miami this year in wins?
We are Miami.
No. You guys didn't sweep the Sixers in wins in the postseason. You guys didn't sweep them this year. Okay, then. So then, why are you saying that? They beat you guys this year.
You'll see.
Okay, cool.
I think Reed was saying unless Joel Embiid has a monster
game. And which you think he cannot? You think you can?
We caught him once. We caught him once in the we caught him once during that bad stretch of games where we just got blown out by the.
We went 2-2 against them this year.
That was just an ugly stretch.
Exactly. I looked that up. I know. That's why it's going to be a great series.
That game's an anomaly, and if you're thinking the series is going to go like that game, then you're crazy.
And by the way, they had no James Harden too, by the way, when they beat you guys.
Yeah, James Harden means nothing.
Yeah, because James Harden is terrified to play the Miami Heat. That's why it wasn't in.
If that's what you want to believe, go ahead.
It's a fact. I know it.
I like both these cities. I love the city of Philadelphia. Those cheesesteaks slap. Miami's a dope city too. We were there last year. It's a great city, booty everywhere, and it was nice. I hate Doc Rivers. I blame him for a lot of the Clippers
I don't blame
troubles.
you, man.
So
say it, Steph.
I know, bro. He's gonna get outcoached by Eric Spoelstra, excuse me. And
as a shot,
he are way deeper from what I hear. They're way deeper than the Sixers. And the Sixers, bro, they're just that team that folds, bro. And having a Doc Rivers type coach, like he doesn't make adjustments. It doesn't matter. Like
he makes bad adjustments. Yeah.
And even when he does, he makes bad adjustments. So I just think they're gonna get outplayed in every facet of the game. So I'm with the Island Boys, Heat in 5.
They have Joel Embiid. They have
Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry.
That is a key matchup,
Joel
though.
Embiid. I'm not worried about Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid could take over a game. Bam Adebayo that team has improved. The only person that's proven himself on that team is your coach, who's won, and old boy from Toronto. Other than that,
championship player, and then all-star players everywhere. Best record in the East.
You only got one person that's won a chip. You know who?
But Doc Rivers is going to put DJ up on fucking Bam Adebayo. Watch.
How many guys on Philly have won a chip, Santi? How many?
Facts.
Other than Doc Rivers, just Doc Rivers. Yeah.
No, you're telling me we only got one guy who's won a chip. How many on Philly have won one?
Yeah, 0. But you got Doc Rivers.
Okay,
that's it. I'm just saying. Your team has to prove it. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So Trent, you got to realize Santi's relying on championship pedigree right now. That's where his take is coming from.
Joel
and the whole Lakers squad has a championship, and that got him 11th or 12th in the West. So,
hey,
I don't mean
Joel Embiid is nasty. That's all.
Yo, Santi, but Joel Embiid is not going to be able to win the Miami series. That's impossible. He's going to.
I know. That's why he has James Harden. That's why it's James Harden, Tobias Harris.
Listen to what you're saying. What has James Harden proven to you that makes you say James Harden is going to be Joel Embiid's sidekick?
Because he could crack off for 40. And
in the regular season,
yeah. Okay.
What in the playoffs?
I want to see in the playoffs. This is time to shine. Look, if he doesn't crack off, you're right. But I have a feeling this is time to shine with all the bullshit that happened with Brooklyn, bro. Embiid and Harden, they got to crack off. This is to show the whole city. But the only thing I'm worried about, is just Doc Rivers. That's the only thing I'm worried about is Doc Rivers.
And that's what's gonna fuck him.
Facts.
That may in Game 7, yeah, probably.
Before we move on from this series, I forgot about this player, but the unsung hero for Philly might be Tyrese Maxey. This is going to be his first playoffs. He's he played point guard, super athletic. It looks like he's not scared of the moment. Last night he had like 38 in his first playoff game. Yep. I think he's. I think he's
injured.
He had 38 last night.
Yeah, he had 38.
38. I forgot, bro. What school did he go to again, Dario?
Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky.
Woo! Kentucky guys are nice.
Dario, Tyrese Maxey.
No, sorry, they have a 21 point.
Keep an eye on Maxey, man.
If he could go off for another 38-point game, man, you never know.
Guys, scored 38 points in a game one time. I mean, series over. We're fucked.
I mean, no,
I'm not saying that. Always do well in the first round.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm saying that. I'm talking to the Lakers fan here.
I'm just saying Tyrese Maxey, he could go off. If he could show what he did in game one,
let's move on.
Milwaukee and Brooklyn conference, second conference semifinal matchup. Steph, go ahead. Milwaukee, Brooklyn.
This is a tough one. It's like, I feel like Milwaukee's going to slip at some point, but I just can't see the Nets. I don't know. This is all right. I'll say, fuck it. Milwaukee in 6. I'm going back and forth. I don't know.
Well, take a stand.
I did. Milwaukee in 6.
Reed?
I kind of agree. I think Milwaukee will be better prepared for Brooklyn this year, and I think Drew Holiday having a full year on that team now makes a huge difference for them, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And Middleton, he's really clutch late in games, which is annoying as a Heat fan. But I do think Milwaukee will have this series wrapped up in 6.
Trent?
Yeah, I agree. As much as I'd love to say the Nets, part of me worries. I wanted to say 7 games, so it's going to be more fun. But part of me just feels like the Bucks just mop it forward with them because of how they're looking lately. So it's not a fun pick, but I got to go Bucks in 6.
I'll go next. I actually got Bucks in 7. KD took Bucks to Game 7 last year by himself. He has Kyrie now, but Kyrie doesn't play defense. Milwaukee, I feel like they kind of want to prove that last year was not a fluke. Giannis, best player in the league. Chris Middleton has a chip under his belt, and yeah, man, it's gonna be a tough series. KD is gonna go off. Kyrie's gonna play good. I got Milwaukee in 7. Santi?
Well, I got Milwaukee against Boston, but Milwaukee still takes that. So Milwaukee in 6 on that. I like that.
Milwaukee.
So we got our conference finals now. So we got Miami and Milwaukee for most of us, except for Santi. He got Philly and Milwaukee.
Go Philly.
And then in the West, half of us have Phoenix and Golden State, and then me and D have Memphis and Phoenix. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Memphis is going to be Phoenix. I'm saying it now. Okay, OKC 2011 vibes with Memphis. Give me Memphis.
Wow.
Give me Memphis in 6. Chris Paul's going to get hurt at some point. I hate to say it. I love Chris Paul. I love that guy. But something's going to happen. And I don't know. I don't know why I'm not afraid of Phoenix. I don't know what. That's why, if the Clippers would have beat the Pelicans, I know woulda, coulda, shoulda, but if they would have beat the Pelicans on Friday night, I think they would have took the Suns to 6. I'm not afraid of the Suns. I'm afraid of D Booker, but Michael Bridges and the other little short fool who looks like fucking the dude from Ice Age. I forget his name. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know his fucking name.
He used to be on OKC. What's his name?
He looks like the sloth from Ice Age. But
Yeah.
Campaign?
Yeah.
Payne.
Cameron Payne, yeah. I know they play really well together, but there's always that number 1 seed who's just like they do really well, but playoffs it's just. And last year was a fluke, man. Come on, they didn't face one healthy team until Milwaukee.
That's a fact. But once they lost in the finals, they were fucking pissed. Yeah, they were a better team, man. They should have won.
Yeah, but it doesn't work out that way.
I got Phoenix 6. I got Phoenix in 6. I'm praying that Chris Paul stays healthy the entire postseason. I really want to see him get a chip. And yeah, like I said, they're super pissed. They want to get back to the finals. So I got Phoenix in 6 against Memphis. Santi, who you got?
I got Phoenix, man. Phoenix is scary. They should have won.
And you had against Golden State, no?
Yeah, Golden State. Yeah,
Okay.
I think they're going to be Golden State, but if Steph is healthy, it might be 7. So, but I got them to be a Golden State still. Easy.
Reed, you had Phoenix and Golden State, right?
Yeah, I think again, I'm operating under the assumption that Steph is healthy, but I still think Phoenix takes it. I do think it'll go 7 though. If Steph is healthy, I think it will go 7.
Very interesting.
But Phoenix is scary.
They are, man.
Especially they're a very complete team. Defensively, offensively, they can get buckets multiple ways. I don't think Steph will be healthy the entire playoffs, so I think it'll probably go 5 or 6 to Phoenix. But if Steph's healthy, I say it goes 7.
And Trent, you had Phoenix and Golden State, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. So Phoenix, they got embarrassed last year. They're mad. They're upset. But much like Steph, I don't care. I'm not intimidated by Phoenix. I'll take Golden State to beat them in 5, maybe 6. Golden State's got Santi, I'm gonna pull Santi here. Golden State actually has championship pedigree with the current core of the roster going right now. I understand Clay's not around, but Golden State at their best can play with anyone. You can't rely on Chris Paul in the playoffs. I mean, it's kind of a silly narrative, but it's also true. Phoenix is nice, but I mean, I don't see anything super. They're not a team that Golden State's going to be worried about. You know what I mean? And Golden State has all the ability and all the talent to hang with them. So maybe not 5. I'll say Golden State in 6. Could even go 7. That could be a 7-game series. That might be one of the best series that we see this year.
Golden State Memphis is a Western Conference Finals. I think whoever wins that series goes to the finals. I see Phoenix losing in the conference finals.
Regardless of opponent?
Regardless. If it's either, well, of course, if Minnesota pulls an upset, then all right, No, because then Golden State would beat them. I have Golden State or Memphis.
Whatever that one would be, I'd take. Whoever it is, I'll take Golden State over Phoenix.
Yeah, but Golden State supporting cast, literally everybody else does not have any experience.
I mean, who on Phoenix does? Sure, I guess they made it last year, but I mean,
bro, they had an easy road last season, man.
The supporting cast was a supporting cast for a reason. The main guys who are getting out there and getting you those wins are the ones who have done it before.
Yeah, there's Laker fans who think if AD doesn't get hurt, that the Lakers beat the Phoenix Suns in the first round last season. They think that. And then they played a Denver team with no Jamal Murray, then the Clippers with no Kawhi. Come on, bro. That was the luckiest fucking playoff run ever. And I like Devin Booker. I think Devin Booker's nasty. I like Ayton. And like I said, Mikal Bridges is good. Cam Johnson, they're good players.
They're well coached too.
Yeah, Monty Williams is a good coach. But they haven't really faced adversity besides the finals last season. So I think they're gonna get got in these playoffs.
All right.
But I could be wrong. So
yeah, we could all be wrong. Let's shift over to the Eastern Conference finals.
Let Santi go first because he's the only one that's got Sixers Nets.
Yeah.
No, you got Bucks, right?
I got Sixers Bucks.
Oh, sorry. Well, you're the only one with the Sixers.
Yeah. That's hard because I want to see Sixers in the finals, but honestly, man, if Giannis is playing at the high level he's been showing all year, they could take the Sixers in 7 games. So I'm gonna just play it safe. Giannis back in the finals. Giannis in 7.
Trent,
way too much respect to Philly, but okay.
You want to let the Island Boys go last since this is their squad?
My bad. No, yeah. True. Sorry, I had a brain fart. I'll go next. I had Miami and Milwaukee. I got Milwaukee in 6. Giannis, again, like I said, on a mission, best player in the league. It'll be a tough series. I'm sorry to say, Island Boys, but Miami, I'm a little worried about them, honestly, man. Because I don't know, there's something about that team where I'm like, Jimmy Butler, who their go-to player is Jimmy Butler,
and that's it.
I can't really see it.
That's all there is.
Nobody sees it. Everyone in national media, they have Miami out in the second round. Everybody, no one's respecting you guys.
I think
even national media members are starting to say, yeah, we're actually not giving the Heat enough credit because we're dumb and we're bad at our jobs, and that's okay. The Heat fans recognize it.
I think people are. I think a lot of people too don't realize how clutch of a shooter Tyler Hero is late. And so they just look at Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo and they go, "Oh, who's going to score for them late in games?" Tyler Hero puts up buckets late in games.
He can shoot with anyone.
But he has to do that now in the playoffs.
They can't keep up with when their shooters are right.
Tyler Hero, I gotta see it to believe it. I know he had a great bubble run, but I gotta.
If you've been watching all season, you would have seen it. You'll see it. You'll see it in this postseason.
Yeah, but that's the regular. Like I said, Reggie Jackson can go off in the regular season, and then fucking Friday night.
Tyler Hero is one of their best options his rookie year in the postseason.
So I'm with you. I like Tyler Hero as a player, but I gotta see it to believe it.
That's what you got.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to pick the Heat. I really do. I like it when people doubt a team. I love it because Seahawks were always doubted. Clippers are constantly doubted, and so I love a team with a chip on its shoulder when no one believes in them and they do well. But Giannis, man, I just don't know who you guys who's gonna guard Giannis.
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker. Bam Adebayo, bro. Let me pull up some stats news for you, baby. Don't you worry.
Yeah. But does he pull Bam Adebayo to the 3-point line? Does he pull him out there?
Bam guards him better than any player in the league.
Yeah, Steph. Giannis averages 18 points a game against Miami this season.
Yeah, it was the playoffs, so
Hey, do Udonis
I don't know.
has
I
him
really
gonna go
don't
off?
know. I want to pick
honestly,
Miami.
Middleton, Drew Holiday is the one that I fear the most because he changes, and I hope that Kyle Lowry will be available for he's been healthy now, but like we always struggle against Drew Holiday, so Kyle Lowry is going to be so important for our offense against the Bucks.
Giannis averages 21, 11, and 5 against Bam in his career, which is solid, but if we're talking best player in the NBA, yeah, I'm going to take that every time.
All right, Dario, Dante DiVincenzo, he's not on Milwaukee anymore.
No, he got traded.
He's on Sacramento.
No, just kidding.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, that was Steph's guy forever. I was like, why is he your guy? Like, what the fuck?
I like DiVincenzo. All right, I'll go. Fuck it, I'll go Heat in 7 home court.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Love it.
all right, Island Boys, rep your team. Reed, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. I'm worried. I do worry about Jimmy Butler's ability to score against this Bucks team, which is really long. I think if Bam and Kyle and Tyler Hero can step up, they can win this series. And low key, like this has been kind of a subtle difference with the Heat the last 2 weeks that really everyone outside of Miami hasn't really noticed. But Duncan Robinson is coming off the bench now, and Max Strus is the starter. And they're very similar players, kind of 3-point shooters, 3-point specialists on offense. But Max Strus is a significantly better defender than Duncan Robinson. So I think that could play a factor this postseason that most people aren't accounting for. I'm going to go Heat in 7, but as a fan and in sticking with the motto, Heat in 5.
Oh my god! Trent,
Hey,
you're
that
up.
Milwaukee Nets series is gonna be a bloodbath, so they might be a little tired. And the Heat are gonna breeze through the first 2 rounds. So
Facts.
Yeah, because the Sixers aren't a challenge. So yeah, like I said, it's very simple. The Heat match up with the Bucks better than anyone. They snatched their soul with Heat in 5 and once before. Spo is just a better coach than Bud. I mean, Bud had his nice little run last year. Weird season off the COVID mix-up, so good for Bud. But I remember Spo just makes him look like a child, and no one looks dumber on this planet than Bud when he's going into Heat, and he just has no answers for them. Giannis is nice. Bam can match up with him easy. Drew Holiday is solid, whatever. Chris Middleton might have to be the difference maker for them. He's done it before, but not really enough. The Heat just have too many options. The Heat are too good defensively. They just are top to bottom a better team than the Bucks. Without having their best players for like a third of the year, they still got the 1 seed. So what that tells you is that they're a high effort team they got a little what for to them. They got
a schedule that was front loaded with away games.
Correct. So what that tells me is that the Heat don't care where they play. They're going to win. They're going to get it done. The mystique of Giannis is nothing. The Heat are going to snatch their soul. They've done it to them before. They're going to do it to them again, make them go be little brother again, Heat in 5.
Didn't Milwaukee sweep Miami last year?
Yeah, baby. Details. That was not that really weird back-to-back COVID season. And
they were tired like the Lakers, right? They were tired. They were exhausted.
I will say this. What's interesting, though, what's really interesting about this series is that the Heat and Bucks split the regular season, and whichever team won that respective game, it was a blowout. Like, none of these games were close during the regular season. It was either blowout or, like, that's it.
This Heat team is very serious 2019 Heat vibes. The 2019-2020 team feels very similar to this one. Last year, the Heat were injured a lot. They were discombobulated. This team feels a lot more like the 2020 team that just snatched their soul and beat them in 5. Kyle, the biggest reason that the Heat have struggled recent years is because they haven't had a true distributor, and Kyle Lowry has done an excellent job filling that role. People forget Victor Oladipo's back, PJ Tucker, Kyle Lowry's one of the best defensive guards in the league. So defensively, there's no one that the Heat can't match up with. So I'm not just saying this because I'm the dumb Heat fan. Like, they literally have depth for days. All the guys are high effort players, and they have one of the best teams. Like Oladipo, dude, if we're talking about Tyrese Maxey, who dropped 38, Oladipo dropped 40 in the last game of the season with all the backups. People forget Oladipo's an all-star at his peak, so he's not that right now. But if you have a guy like that coming off the bench, I mean, it's just names for days. They have depth. They can mix it. They can throw a bunch of different looks at you. Spo's going to have to play around with having a closing lineup like he did that 1 year of Jimmy, Tyler Hero, Bam, Dragic, and I think it was Jay Crowder. So if they get their closing lineup, there's no one they can't beat. And the Bucks, they don't intimidate them. The Heat are in a good spot this year.
I totally forgot about Oladipo, but Oladipo he's not the same, and I get what you're saying. Like, he doesn't have to be at his peak to like assist the team.
He can
but
pop off.
All he has to do is play excellent defense and not be a liability on offense, which he isn't. But like he's just gonna have a minutes restriction. He'll play like maybe 10 to 15 minutes, like every other game or something like that. He's not gonna get a lot of time.
Yeah, that is your secret weapon, Oladipo. I like Oladipo when he was in Indiana, so he could do something. But like you said, he can't be a liability for you.
Well, he's coming off of his second torn quad in 2 years. So that's not an injury that you come back from quickly or easily.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing, right? We're not doing
Because even I can't pick a Memphis Miami finals right now. I'd have to see the playoffs. that's too tough. So
all right, guys, just remember your picks then.
All right, so let's just recap it so everyone knows.
It's on wax. We're good.
So we got Daryl with Milwaukee and Phoenix.
Correct.
Santi with Milwaukee and Phoenix. Trent with Golden State.
No, Milwaukee and Phoenix.
Milwaukee and Phoenix. Okay. Trent with Golden State and Miami. Reed with Miami and Phoenix. And me with Memphis and Miami. All right. Cool.
I love Steph, dude. That's incredible.
Fuck it, Memphis. Grit and grind, baby. All right. That wraps it up, right, Dario?
Good stuff, boys.
All right. So we have finally reached the conclusion of this NBA playoffs edition podcast episode. Before we sign off, as far as time flies, you can check us out. I'm gonna put all the links down below for the Instagram, the Twitter, the YouTube. I'm trying to grow all those pages. If you like what you see on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe. Also on the Apple and Spotify podcast, please rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast if you like what you hear. I'd really appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Time Flies. Well, this was a crossover between the bonus room and Time Flies. Bonus time, as we used to call it.
Bonus time, yeah.
So, thank you guys again for listening. You can follow our Instagram at the Bonus Room Podcast, and you can follow me at Stefan_Lozano. I'm also creating my own Clipper fan club called Steffi's Clips. And it's a group of one right now. Well, one and a dog with my boy
Pierre.
So we'll be having, weekly meetings and, vent to each other. No, I'm just kidding. But that would be a good idea. It'd be like that 5 of us, cool. Me and Clipper Durrell. That's it for me.
Yeah. Hey, thanks Trent and Reed, man, for coming on. This was fun.
I appreciate it, guys. I'm not on socials, but you can follow Trent if you want.
Trent,
I got a sports burner that I like to keep on the down low. But if you and Daryl are tight, I think Daryl might follow my sports account where I just fire off takes like no one's business. Mine says at Trent Hample. If you just want to see a lot of self-deprecating humor, that's about it. So there we are. Appreciate y'all having us. This is fun.
Eating 5.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
All right. Until next time. Finals is in June. So we got a month and a half of playoff basketball to look forward to. And don't screw me, if y'all lose to Doc Rivers, next pod is I'm gonna be so pissed. So.
Yeah, and Santi, if you wanna just pay me now, I'll give you a discount. You can Venmo me $40 instead of $50 if you want to pay now.
I don't need no discount, man. Sixers and 6. Let's go. Let's go.
Love it.
All right, All right, gentlemen. It's been fun.
Peace.